So I think I'm live already. I don't know, but now I can see the camera. So hi, welcome to my very first live stream. I'm quite curious whether somebody will show up live. But if not, it's not a problem because the stream will be recorded. All right, let's just jump into it. You already saw it in the thumbnail. Today, and for the first live stream, and I plan to live stream quite frequently now, is to start up against the core box. So just to make it chronological, to fight everything in chronological order, and we start against expert already. I'm fighting with Spider. I'm not going to explain everything now. We will see everything, and we have quite the time. Yes, let's just jump into it. Rhino, I think I don't have to explain to anyone. Since we are playing an expert, we are starting with break-in and take-in already, which gives us an hazard icon, so we really want to get rid of it. It starts with 3 threat on it. And what I didn't tell you is that I just play with the recommended modular, which is Bomb Scare, just to make it not too fancy for the first stream. Yeah, and the setup is already done. I shuffle it already, but let's shuffle again so you see that I did it. Yeah, and let's take a look at Rowley. Besides setting up Reckon and Taken, he doesn't do anything. He has 15 hit points and 3 attack. And the most notorious thing about him, since he is quite easy, all in all, the most, let me just look here. I see something like um, a mistake. I don't know what this is. Let me just take a look. Why is the streaming quality bad? What is if I, well, it doesn't really, it's not really true. I think this is fine. All right, let's just keep with it, even though um, it says to me, YouTube, that the streaming status is bad. Let's just keep it this way. All right. Yeah. So Rhino doesn't really do anything. The most true thing about him is that he has only one main scheme, and it is just a threshold of 7, and this quite easily gets exceeded in one turn via advanced, for example. But you most likely already, how do you say it? It 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 happened to you already. All right. What I forgot and what I want to do, let me just do it. Just a little bit of an animation, and that's this one. So yes, so let's start with it. Let me just let me say a little bit about Penny Parker. The most why is she, as I said in the description of this video, why is she very special? She's special because she's the only identity which identity is split into 2 cards. Her alter ego is this card, and if you flip it over, there's no hero form, because the hero form is here. On this side, it is in support, but on this side, it's hero form. And we will see how this works just when we add it. All right, we start with my hit points 14, which you already have here, and a hand size of 4, which is really, really low. In alter ego form and hero form, it even is just a hand size of 3. So you might wonder how we will make up for that, but we will see this in a moment. Let's just draw up the 4 cards, our starting hand. Am I happy with it? Not really. Limitless stamina. I might want to keep this card because we are going to exhaust Spider, and I don't really want that. But then I have Rapid Deployment, which is a card that I can use to get rid of Dragon and Taking also. And I think this is better even, because Spider only has a thwart level of 3, and this is not enough. All right, let's just, then I think I will just, only will keep rapid deployment, and the rest I will let go. If I don't already told you, then you know that I'm playing in aggression. Yeah, and because of that, let's be aggressive. Let me just do this. All right. 3 cards, and I think those are better. Yes. And now let's take a look at Penny Parker. What can she do? She has the ability Psychogenic Compatibility. It's a setup ability, which we already did because it's a setup ability. And we put Spider Suit into play, inactive side face up. This is this one. Its name is Spider Suit, and as you can see on the trait, it's inactive. And her active side of the Spider Suit is a hero side. So this already happened. And then we have a action ability, alter ego action, which is exhaust Spider Suit, and then we can draw 2 cards. So we can exhaust this, and then we can draw 2 cards. And this we actually am going to do. This means that then if we would change form, which we will do, then we will change into an exhausted hero form. And this is the really special thing about Spider is, or Penny Parker, that we can exhaust and not exhaust our alter ego and hero form separately from each other. And this gives us really, really interesting lines that we can explore. All right, I decided this, and let's draw 2 cards. And perfect, we have energy, which lets us pay up for this card. Let me just think, and then I will explain. Oh no, let me explain first. Spider is like Iron Man, for example. She's a character that you really have to build up, and she has 4 interface cards, tech cards, that buff her. Let's just keep it at that. And yeah, we want to put them out as fast as possible, and we have another all those cards do another thing that we will see just in a moment. And because of that, it's really great that we drew one of them already, and we are going to play it. And I will say more about it just in a moment. Then I think I will just play downtime, which gives us 2 recovery. We don't really need this right now, but it's always great to have a buffer then if the enemy lets us or forces us to get rid of an upgrade or an what are those cards supports, then it's always great to have one to throw away, so to speak. Yeah, so let's just do it. Let's play it. I think I will get rid of my whole hand, so it doesn't really matter. So let's get rid of this one, and let's play downtime. Thus, now we have a recovery value of 6. Am I going to... Yes, I think I'm going to note this with this counter. Yes, then now let's switch over to our hero form. For that, I will do it this way. We always have to shrink our cards. We don't really have to, but I want to, because then this is more normal, so to speak. So what does Spider do now? Or let's just read... no, let's not read it. And what we did is we... I just switched or flipped Penny Parker over. Then this card becomes a permanent, which means that its text box cannot be treated as if it were blank. And it has a force interrupt. So we flipped, then the force interrupt comes into play. When you flip to this side, flip Spider Suit to its active side. Attach this card to Spider Suit, moving all counters on this card or cards attached to this card to Spider Suit. So it more or less just means that those 2 cards switch position. And yeah, that's what we did here. Spider is a very versatile hero. She has 2 thwart, attack, and defense. And her abilities are resource ability, sync ratio, which reads exhaust an interface, upgrade you control, and generate that upgrades resource. So as we can see, Spider, so Penny Parker, becomes an interface when we flip her over. And with her, we can, using this ability, generate a white resource. And this is what I meant when I said that all the other interfaces have another ability besides the one that is printed on them. And this is that we can exhaust them for the resource. Here, an energy resource. And this card, since I didn't tell you already, what does this do? It is an hero interrupt, and when Spider Suit makes a basic attack, exhaust, web fluid, compressor, it gets +2 attack for it. So it's just a buff. And as you might imagine, we have one of those interfaces for all her basic abilities. So we have another for thwart and another for defense. And then we have a fourth and last interface, and what this does, and we will see. All right, then, as I already said, I cannot actually flip ready me myself, but I can play rapid deployment, and let's read what this does. It is a hero action that removes the threat from a scheme, and if you paid for this card using a resource generated by Spider Suits, Synchro Ratio ability removes the threat from a scheme. So it just removes the threat from a scheme, and if I used at least one of those resources, or I just tapped one of those cards for the resource, and this is really cool because this is better. All right, it just wobbled a little bit. If I used at least one of those to generate the resources, then I just can remove 3 more threat from a scheme, and these 3 additional threat can be removed from the same scheme or from another. So let's just use both of these and use rapid deployment, and let's get rid of break-in and take-in. Just so we don't have to deal with the hazard icon. Yes, we cannot remove anything from the break-in, but this is all right. So this card gets removed, and Web Trap we cannot play because we don't have any resources, but we will keep it in hand. So our round ends, and as I said, we only have a hand size of 3, but as you might already understand or see, is that the hand size is not that much of a problem because we have a lot of resource generation just with the interface cards. Yes, so this is round 1, and let's go over to Rhino. He gets 1 threat, and he's going to attack us now with 3 plus whatever this is, and I'm not going to defend. So he's attacking with only 3, and 1 advance is going to the discard pile, which is great. So I'm getting 3 damage, which is fine, and then I'm getting 1 more encounter card, or not 1 more, but only 1. And it's Sandman, which has 3 attack to scheme for life points and toughness, which is a little bit annoying, but it's all right. Good, then it's my turn already. I am going to play Speed Metal Ollie, which is the next interface card. So really great that we got another one. And what does this do? It is, as I said, this card buffers or boosts our attack, and this boosts our defense by 2. So let me just think how I'm going to pay for it. Symbiote Suit, I am not going to play this early, so I will use this as a resource. And because I just don't want to keep it for the next round, so I would get rid of it anyway. So then I am going to just attack Sandman just to get rid of him. His stuff is gone, and now I'm going to use Web Trap against him. Or do I use Web Trap? Yeah, he just has an attack of 3, which is just too much. And let's just tap those 2, use Web Trap. What does it do? It deals 2 damage to an enemy. And if I paid with a resource generated by my ability, then I also stun the enemy. But because I want to get rid of him, I think this is more important than to stun Rhino. So Sandman is gone, and this is our round, our turn. So let's draw back up to 3, and let's go on with Rhino. He's going to attack me again. Oops, sorry. Yeah, just 3 plus again no damage, no additional damage, that is, and those it's fine. Yeah, and then let's get the encounter card, which is false alarm. When we read you are confused, if you're already confused, this card gains search. So I am confused now, which is fine also. And this card is gone. Am I in the frame of my camera? I am, but not ideally. Let me. I think this is better. Yeah, and let me zoom in just a little. Oh, zoom in, not zoom out. I have to look at my control monitor. So don't worry. Let me look here if I can see a little bit more. As I said, it's my very first stream, so I have to manage this stuff a little bit. So yeah, excuse me for that. All right, then let's just go on. It's my round already, or again, it's better said. I am confused, which is not that great because I always have to be able to end it, but I could also push it. Let me think. I could play all systems go. What does this card do? I have a choice. I choose either I'm going to ready each interface, upgrade I control, or I search my deck and discard pile for an interface and interface upgrade and add it to my hand. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use speed metal alloy to play this, and I'm going to search the interface that I haven't told you about already, and this is this one, which is Hot Spider. What does this card do? It is an upgrade again, which lets me exhaust this card, and then I can ready Spider Suit again. So this card is really great, and I'm going to play it. Obviously, I play this for a strength and this resource, and let's play it. Yes, and then let me just be very aggressive here. I'm going to attack for 2 plus this 2, so it's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'm going to use Host Spider and ready Spider, and then just so I can get rid of any threat later on. So let's just try to thwart him and get rid of the confused. We will keep no quarter in our hand, or do we? Well, I don't think actually that I am, because this card is only good if he has a lot of minions, and he doesn't really, and the worst one already is gone. So let's just get rid of this card. It's ready again, everything, and draw 3 cards. All right, I drew just another no quarter, so I think it was the right decision. Then he gets 1 more threat on me. He is going to attack, and I again, am I just going to tank it, or am I going to defend? Let me just think about it. I am next turn going to attack, most likely for 4. Then I'm going to ready up. Then I'm going to attack again, or I'm going to thwart. I'm not sure. And then I might switch over, but do I really want to switch? I think I don't really have to if I defend more often. Let's just defend for 2 plus 2, which is 4. And then he attacks me for 3 plus 2, which is 5. So I'm only getting 1 damage. And I think this was the right call. All right, then he's going to attack. And what is he doing? Master Plan. Place 4 threat on each side scheme if there are no side schemes. And play discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a side scheme is discarded and reveal it. All right. This most of the time this really is annoying, because we are going too fast through the encounter deck, which I don't really like. But it can't be helped, I guess. All right, really, really not good that they are that far down. Here we have one. All right, bump scare. What does it do when we read place an additional threat here, so it's 3. And he just has an acceleration icon. All right, this I can handle. And I have to. Good. Then I think that's fine. I will be able to handle that. Then let's just ready myself. And I think I still am going to get rid of bomb scare. Or do I? I could also just try to brute force myself through. Let's not brute force ourselves through here. So let's just vote for 2, and then let's play limitless stamina. What does it do? Play only if your identity has at least 14 printed hit points, which we do have, obviously. And then I can ready my hero. So let's do it. Then let's vote again. Let's get rid of this card. Great. Then let's play another limitless stamina, and then let's again attack for 4, just to let the pressure be on. And yes, let's draw 3 more cards. All right, then it's sorry again. Rhino's turn. Yeah, he now is at 4, which is quite risky. I think we have to do something about that, but we will be able to. All right, he is going to attack. I again am going to defend that, I guess, but let's for a second do a little bit of math. I could easily, I can defend here, then I could play for 2, I could play this, then I could for 1 play this, get all of them up again. I might do that. And let's just defend for 4 again, so I don't have to flip over just yet. He's attacking for 5 again. I'm getting 1 damage, which is fine, and then he is going to give me 1 encounter card, which is Hydra Mercenary, which is not a problem at all. But he has guard. All right, that's it. Then now I'm already hinted at what I'm going to do. I am going to pay, or do I pay 2 for? I guess it would be smart, or a choice or a thought to not play Psychic Link, which is just the last interface, which lets me thwart for 4. And instead of that, let's just play All Systems Go. So let me ready, and then play All Systems Go. And then I only lose 1 resource. But what is more important, losing 1 resource or losing 1 activation? And I think losing 1 activation actually is worse, because we are not going to play Avengers Mansion either way. Yes, I think this is the correct way to do it. I am going to ready myself, and then I might even attack. Yes, I might even attack for 4 to a Hydra Mercenary and get rid of him. And then I'm going to play All Systems Go and activate the first ability, and let's ready every interface upgrade I control, which is all of them. They are upgrades. All right. Then I'm going to ready myself, and then I'm going to play for 2 the last interface, which is already told you. Let me thwart for 2 additional, and then let's just do it. Thwart for 4, and that's it. That's my round. Let's draw 2 cards, and then let's get over to Rhino again. He gets 1 more threat. He's going to attack me again. I am going to defend with Speed Metal Alloy, it is called. Yes, he's attacking me for 3 plus 0, so for nothing, as a no damage gets through. All right, then let's see the next encounter card. What is it a Hydra Bomber? When we will choose to either take 2 damage or place 1 threat in the main scheme. Let me just take a look at whether we have both Assault Stone already advanced. Yes, I think there are both of them. Yes, alright, then I can easily switch over. And because of that, let me just get the damage on me to damage. And then it's my turn already. So now let me think. I am... Do I want to still thwart this? I think I don't. I don't, but I do want to get rid of him. And because of that, I have to use Host Spider here. And then going to attack him. And then I want to play Aunt May and Uncle Ben also. I would love to play Avengers Mansion via the 2 cards I draw if I exhaust the inactive set of Spider Suit, but I think I cannot really afford it. But what I can afford, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to, as I said, ready this card. Then I am going to attack Hydra Bomber because he only has 2 life points. Hit points. I don't have to use Web Fluid Compressor here. Then I am going to play Aunt May and Uncle Ben. And what this card does, I will tell you in a moment. When I switch. And then I guess I will switch over to my alter ego side. Yes. And this card went with me, which wasn't planned. Yeah. And we could read here. Let's just do it. This more or less is just the same thing. If we switch over to Spider Suit inactive, then it reads when you flip to this side, flip Spider to Penny Parker, detach Penny Parker from here, moving all counters on her and cards attached to her to this card. So it's just the same thing, just the other way around. Oh wait, and now you can see the really great thing about this hero is that I now can still recover even though I used Spider Suit in order to attack with it. And I still can recover for 6, bringing us up to 10 again. And then I am going to activate Aunt May and Uncle Ben. What does this card do? It lets me exhaust, also I can exhaust Aunt May and Uncle Ben and discard the top 2 cards of my deck. And top 3, if I'm an alter ego, and I can add each spider card discarded this way to my hand. Do I really want to do this? Because I think most of my spider cards already are in my hand. Well, I think I actually don't want to do this. Yeah, let's not do it. I think most of my cards. Well, on the other hand, I do want to cycle through my deck. No, let's not do it. And I might even let me even get rid of rapid deployment. Now this I will keep, and I will keep Avengers Mansion also. So let's just let this be my hand. Let's draw 2 cards. Venom, this is all right. It really is. Yes, he gets 1 more threat. He is going to thwart for 1 plus 0, so only 1, and then he gets 1 more encounter card, which is Inherited Burden, my obligation, and it reads: you may flip to alter ego form. I can exhaust Penny Parker and remove Inherited Burden from the game, or I can choose and discard 1 interface upgrade I control and discard this obligation. I might even consider doing this because I would love to rest Penny Parker in order to be able to play meditation. This would reduce the cost of Avengers Mansion by 3. But now let's just get rid of this card and let's exhaust her. I think this is better. Yes. All right, but this means that meditation is worthless now. Yeah, it really is. I am going to still going to I'm going to activate my alter ego, so let me draw 2 cards here. And I still am going to tap this, and let's get rid of the top 3 cards of my deck. 2 of them are um, spider cards, so this is nice. Then I still am going to play Avengers Mansion here. Yes, I'm using this card, and this is not that important also, I guess. And then let's get rid of rapid deployment. Or no, let's reverse this. Before I do that, I am going to switch to hero side. Yes, I think this is correct. You will see just in a moment why. And then I am going to use one of those. Let's use this and these 3 to play Avengers Mansion. What Avengers Mansion does, everybody knows, I guess, but I can just exhaust it and draw 1 card. Explaining it doesn't really hurt. Then I am going to ready myself, and do I want to... I think I still am going to thwart. Why not? I'm going to thwart for 4. And then what I'm going to do now is I am going to use the last resource here for all systems go. Or do I? Let me just think about it for a second. Yes, all systems go, which you already know. Let me ready all my interfaces. And then I will tell you about Venom. Venom is my signature ally and the only ally in my deck. And I will show you the deck list later on, I guess. Or do I have it prepared? I don't actually know. Do I have it prepared? Let me just take a look here. This is not the correct deck list, but I think I have it prepared still. If not, then it's not that bad either, I guess. But let me just take a look. Do I have it prepared? Where would it be? Would it be this or this folder? And then I think it would have been this folder. But here it isn't. So it isn't prepared, but it doesn't matter. I will show you anyway, but just later on a little bit. All right, then let's get back to it. Yeah, Venom. What does Venom do? She has a hero response, and after Venom enters play, place 1 sim counter on her for each resource generated by my sync ratio ability, this one. And for every sync counter on her, she gets +1 thwart and +1 attack. So she gets really strong, really fast. And I am going to activate this, but before we do that, let me flip upside down. Then let's flip all of those. So we have Spider in here with maximum counters, not Spider, but Venom. So now she has 5 thwart and 5 attack. And let's use those. Let's attack him for 5, 1 damage on Venom, and let's attack for 2. So Rhino advances to his 2nd stage. What is this? His 3rd stage. What does he do? It is toughness. He has an attack of 4 now, and he has 16 life points. And when we read stun each hero, so we are stunned now. So maybe it would have been wise to play. Where is it? Where is it? To play Unshakable. I didn't tell you what this card does. I can only play it if I have 14 printed hit points, and then I would gain steady. To be honest, I forgot that what Rhino does when we read when flipped to his or brought to his third stage. But well, so I'm stunned. It doesn't really matter that much. All right, then we could still play Web Trap or Melee. I am actually considering playing Web Trap, even though it doesn't do anything because I am stunned. But then I would draw more cards, and I think it would it be that great to draw more cards? Web Trap, I guess, is a great card to play. Oh, now let's just keep it as it is. So let's flip everything up and don't draw anything because we had our hand limit. And let's get to Rhino. He gets one more thought. He is going to attack me. Am I going to defend? I think I am not. Because he only has 16 hit points, and maybe I can just rush him down. But this will not be, I will not be able to do that if I cannot attack more often. So let's let him just attack for 4 plus 2, which is 6. So let's get down to 4, but it's all right. I can defend if I have to. And now he's getting to another encounter card, which is false alarm. I am getting confused, which is fine. Yeah, this card would have been great, actually uncheckable, but it's all right. So now it's our turn. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm trying to attack. Because I'm stunned, nothing happens. Then I will get flipped over. Then I am going to attack him again, I guess, with Spider. Spider still is weaker. But before we do that, let's just draw one card. And then let's discard 2 cards. And maybe we are lucky. We are a little bit lucky. We have drawn ejection protocol. All right. Then now let's attack again. Let's get rid of the tough. Then let's attack with Venom, which puts him down to 11. And then let's take a look. I think I'm going to play Hone Technique. What does this card do? It's a great card. It has a requirement of 2 mental resources. So we have to pay at least with 2 mental resources in order to play the cost for this card. And then it has an interrupt. When you play an aggression attack event, if you paid for that event using at least 1 mental resource, increase the amount of damage that event deals by its printed cost. This is, I think, quite obviously a really, really, really good card. Yeah, so let's just play it. And we should have a couple of aggression cards still in our deck. Let me just think. I'm going to play ejection protocol here. So I could get 1 tough, but I don't really need it, I guess. Now let's use Psychic Link and Spider and ejection protocol in order to play the cost for Hone Technique. So this happened. Then what I'm going to do next, I guess, is using speed metal and web fluid compressor. It doesn't really matter to play web trap. As we know, it deals 5 damage, and most importantly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stuns Rhino, which is great because we don't have much life points. So, and then do I keep the other cards? I don't really need rapid deployment, so let's get rid of it. And let's ready everything and draw 2 cards. And with that, most likely this will be the last round. He's trying to attack, he can't. Then he gets 1 more encounter card, which is Caught Off Guard. Discard an upgrade or support you control if no cards were discarded. This way, this card gains search. And as I told you at the beginning, it's always great to have downtime that I can discard. So let's do that. All right, then I think we finish it quite easily. Uppercut, I will pay with 1, 2, 3 resources. One of them is a genius resources, which I need for Hone Technique. And then I'm dealing 8 damage, and thus Rhino is defeated. All right, this is one. Here's the camera. This is one villain down, and let's just get to Claw. Let me just drink for a moment. Yeah, I think this went really well. Now you have an eye, or now you know how the deck works. Yeah, I really love it. I really like it. At least, no, I love it. This is I not only do I like Spite and Aggression, but I like her overall really, really much. I think it would have been faster to just resummon the deck. But well, so let's get rid of Rhino. Yeah, as I was trying to say, I really like Spider. She actually is my most favorite, or my favorite identity right now. I think she's really fun and she's really versatile. It is, I think, basically impossible to perfect her. She has just so many options, so many lines every round you can do with her. And yeah, I really enjoy that. Yeah. So I thought it's a good idea to just start my first stream with her. And here again, let's just play the recommended what is it called, encounters, modulars, which is Masters of Evil here, and let's get one in inherited burden in here. Let's shuffle it and let's recall everything. This never gets recalled also, so we have to get rid of it. Yeah, let's shuffle it. Let's shuffle that. Let's take a look at what Claw does. Underground distribution and setup. Search the encounter deck for the defense network side, skim and reveal it. Shuffle the encounter deck, which we already did. And advance to stage 1B. So we have defense network here, which is just has an what is it called? What is this this icon called? I don't know, but what it does, I do know. We cannot remove any threat from the main scheme while one of those is in play. And then because we are playing in expert and start with stage 2, and we start with the side scheme, the Immortal Claw in play also. What does this do? It gives Claw 10 additional hit points, and also has an acceleration token on it. So we want to get rid of this quite early, and we have to get rid of it. We don't really have to. We can power through and hit Claw for 28 hit points or 28 damage, but it is obviously easier to get rid of the Immortal Claw, and then he only has 18 hit points, which still is quite a lot. Yeah, and Claw, what does he do besides revealing the Immortal Claw? When he attacks us, he gets another or an additional boost card for this activation, but only on attack, not on scheming. Yeah, so let's just get into it. What Penny Parker does, I already told you, so I don't have to repeat myself. All right, then again, really great that we start with Psychic Link, which is just one interface. So we will keep most definitely. Then let's think Unshakable. Do we want to have this in play? I don't actually remember whether Claw is able to stun us or confuse us. I don't remember. But as I also told you, in the first game, I really like it if we have an upgrade to spur to throw away, so to speak. Yeah, so let's just I think let's just play him. So we will keep him those two I will get rid of for now and draw 2 additional cards. Those 2 I don't want to see this early. This is not great. Then on the one hand, I want to get rid of those 2 as fast as possible, but still I have to exhaust Spider in order to draw 2 more cards. Yeah, I think this is better. Just ignore this. So now we have two interfaces in our hand at the same time, which is great. Can we play both of them? We can play one, and then yeah, we can play both of them. So let's do it. I think it's worth it. Let's play hosts. But no. What did I do? Yeah, let's play for 2. Let's play Psychic Link first. Then let's switch over to, this has to be put to the side. Let's play, let's do it this way. Then we can use 1, 2, we could have used meditation also. It doesn't matter. Now we have those in play. Then we can use. I don't have to. I don't have to exhaust Psychic Link. Sorry, I can exhaust House Spider to ready Spider Suit again, and then let's just. I think let's get rid of the Mortal Claw first, and then let's get rid of Defense Network second, because we have to get rid of both of them anyways. And let's just get rid of the acceleration token first, so we can thwart for 4, bringing this down to 0 and bringing him down to 18. So we could say that we attacked for 10 also, which is great. Good, then we already are built up quite fine, so I think we have a really great start here. All right, then he gets his first activation against us. As I told you, he gets 2 boost icons, and I'm not going to defend. Let's just hope that he isn't getting too good boost cards. Let's see, this beats just 1 damage to each hero. And this card boosts for 2, so he attacks for 3, putting us down to 10, which is fine. And he gets an encounter card, which is Sonic Sound Buddy. It is an attachment which is attached to Claw. He gains 1 Retaliate. And I can spend 1 of each resource, basically, and then I can discard this card. But I think for we are just letting him have the Retaliate for the foreseeable future. But well, I'm not sure actually. Let's think what we are going to do now. It's our turn. First thing I'm going to do, obviously, is I am going to get rid of Defense Network with Psychic Link. So this is gone now. Then I am going to ready myself. And now we can think about whether we are going to use All Systems Go to draw to get another interface, or do we want to get the resources? Then if we get the resources, we could easily play downtime, or we could just get rid of Solid Sound Buddy again. Let me think. I think I am going to play All Systems Out to ready all 3 of them. And then let me think, do we want to get rid of this? Retaliate is annoying, and I could easily get rid of it right now. Do I want to play with downtime? Do I want to play Web Trap? I think would be nice just to stun him. Stunning is always a great thing to do. But I would get 2 damage if I would attack twice, and this doesn't sound good. Nah, you know what? I'm going to exhaust Spider and Psychic Link for mental, and I don't want downtime for mental and for an energy resource, and then let's get no. I changed my mind. Let's just this is mental, this is energy, and this is physical. It is called, yes. And then with that I paid for this ability, and this is discarded. Then I'm going to attack for 2, 1, 1, 2. Ready myself and attack for 2 again. And I just remembered that I forgot to get the next intro. Let's do it now because I prepared it. Yeah, it is a little bit lame, but still, oops. I know everything is all right, but still I want to do it because I prepared it. And I think I still am going to keep downtime in hand, just as I said, as a buffer. I just hope that I don't draw the encounter card for that right now, but then it's just how it is. This card we would have needed in the first round, then that would have been great, but still not a biggie. He gets 1 threat here, then he's attacking again for 1 plus X. We would let this happen. And 1, 2, 3. And he gets a tough. So he's attacking for 4, putting me down to 6. And then he gets an encounter card, which, what does it do? Master Plan plays, we already know this. For threat on the side scheme, there is no side scheme, so we have to find another one. I don't even know whether there is another one, but then that's how it is. We cannot really search here. We have one. Is it revealed? I actually don't know. Let's take a look. Where is this card? It should have been. It is here. And let's just, when we are here, we have 1 advance out of the deck right now. A master plan. Reveal it. All right, it is revealed. Good. Then when we read, this card cards from the encounter deck and the Master of Evil Minion is discarded, and this will be put into play. Just this has 3 threat and 1 boost icon, and then let's search for Master of Evil. Here we have this card, which is Meta. He's a Master of Evil. The engaged player must defend against Meta's attack with an ally they control if able. We don't really have allies in the deck, so this will not come up for us. But still, now, which great thing is I can play rapid deployment and get rid of the side scheme and the threat from here, both in one time, at one time, in one go. I think this is the right way to say it. Yeah, it is. I think, do I want to thwart, to heal this turn? I think I will not. So let's play this card for Aunt May and Uncle Ben. And now I am considering to use it right now, even though I am planning to switch over. But I think I am going to need the 2 cards right now in order to play for rapid deployment without getting rid of downtime. Yes, I have to do this, and it was a whiff, so I think it doesn't really matter. All right. Then I think what I'm going to do now is I am going to attack him for 2. And then I am going to use both of these for rapid deployment. So I can get rid of this. And put down 2 here as well. And so I can keep downtime in my hand. And now I think I'm going to switch over to Alter Ego. Yes, I think this is the correct play. And I will keep this in hand. So now I draw 3 more cards, and I have a lot of resources in hand, which is great actually. So now it's his turn. He gets one threat here. He is going to thwart me, which is 2 plus nothing plus 1, so 3. Putting up to 4, which is fine. Underground distribution, if this resolves it, isn't the end of the world because we have another main scheme here. Yeah, so let's just see what the encounter card is. It is another side scheme, so we really are going through all the side schemes here. What does it do? Plays an additional threat here, so putting it up to 4, which is all right for us. And he has one of those hazard symbols, which I believe those are called. I hate them, but we can get rid of it. So now it's our turn. Let's just play Aunt May and Uncle Ben, and maybe we get, we get 2 more cards, which is great. And even when we haven't drawn the last match, I guess, which is Spider Command. What does this do? It is an hero action. I can either exhaust Spider Command, an interface upgrade to draw a card, or what I could also do is I could exhaust Spider Command and choose and discard 1 card from my hand and ready an interface upgrade. So this card also is quite flexible, which is always great. But what I absolutely want to do, I want to play down time, but I don't really need it. But still, I want it as a shield, so to speak. Yeah, I think I'm going to. What I'm going to do first is I am drawing 2 more cards. Yes, and then I am going to use no quarter for downtime, which gives me, we still have it, 2 more resources recovery here. Then let's recover up to 12. Then what I'm going to do next, I am going to switch over. This didn't work because again this card, this icon, or not icon. Yeah, it just followed me. Then what I'm going to do next is readying myself, and I guess I am going to get rid of illegal arms factory because I just don't want the extra encounter card. So let's just do it. Let's get rid of 4. Then this is gone. Great. So now I still have a lot of resources here. So let's just pay 2 plus, which of those I'm going to use? Let's just use uppercut here and play aggressive conditioning, which it gives me 3 additional hit points and 1 more attack. 1, 2, 3. 1 more attack. Let's just, this is, the recovery I am able to remember. So now we have 3 attack. But this card, was it? No, this was rested. Yes, it was. So now let's think. I absolutely am going to play Spider Command right now. The only question is, I think I am going to get rid of one of my web traps for it. And then I actually am getting rid of Genius. I am using Spider Command. Get rid of 1 card of my hand, which is the other one. I am a little bit annoyed that they are skewed, but I got rid of it. And then let me ready House Spider, and with this I can ready Spider Suit, and then I have 3 attack instead of 2 because of aggressive conditioning, and then we can defeat Meta. All right, and now you can see, I guess I really can see how flexible Spider is. I could have done a million other things with all my cards in my hand. With my abilities, I could have not used this ability to exhaust Spider Suit and draw 2 cards, and then I would have another attack and all those things. I could have done really, really many different things, and this is what I really love about Spider. Yes, so let's draw up again. 3 cards. Now we have a meditation that I don't need, but most of the times I draw this card when I don't need it. All right. The first stage of the main scheme really gets close to being finished. But if it is not finished now, we can easily put it down a notch. So he's going to attack me again for 2. I have a lot of hit points, so I don't really care. It is +1, +0. It's an assault, so I only get 2 damage, which is fine. And then we get another encounter card. And it is a card of guard. Discard an upgrade or support you control. If no cards were discarded this way, this card gains search. So again, as with Rhino, I again can get rid of downtime with this card. And we used downtime once, so it wasn't even a waste, I would say. Yeah, I think it was absolutely no waste. Yes, then it's our turn again. I am going to use Ant-Man on the Ben, get rid of 2 cards. This stinks that we got rid of own technique. But then I can now, and I am going to use rapid deployment. Am I going to do it? Yes, I am going to use. I am going to use 1 resource and meditation in order to play for rapid deployment. And since we used a resource via my ability, I can remove 3 threat twice, so I can put this down to 0. Then what I'm going to do next, let's just attack to get rid of the tough. Then I now could either use All Systems Go to search for another interface, or I could use it in order to get resources. And I think I'm going to use it for resources, or am I not? Well, let's just ready up again. And now let's just think, if I would use it for resources, then I could use uppercut and deal 5 more damage, or I could ready myself and deal 3 more damage. But 5 is larger than 3, I guess. Yes, then let's just attack for 3 again. 1, 2, 3. Then let's use All Systems Go and ready everything. Then let's ready up again. And let's attack for 3 again. 1, 2, 3. And now I decided not to attack with uppercut, but to use Spider Command and exhaust one of those. It doesn't really matter. And ready host Spider again and ready myself. And then I attack again for 3. And I think I might it might have been smarter to search for the interface that boosts my attack. But well, I think this was good enough. Yes, so now let's draw again, up again to 3. Here it is. Yeah, we will have time to play it. And I think maybe just next turn, actually. So he's got 1 ups, then he's going to attack me again. I'm going to let it happen. Going to take +1, +0, so just for 2, which is fine. And he gets another encounter card. Which is an armored guard. He has guard and toughness, so we will be able to get rid of him quite easily. Yes, then it is our turn again. I am the first thing I'm going to do is I just really going to attack him twice. Let's just say I did this, so the armored guard is gone. Then I am going to hopefully draw 1 card, but no, I didn't draw 1 card. Then I just am going to... Am I going to play web compressor? I think this would not be smart here. No, it really wouldn't. It is smarter to... I could also draw one card. I think this is smart. I exhaust this and this. It doesn't really matter which one, and draw one card. Now we have uppercut in hand. Now I'm going to exhaust this for all systems go and ready all of them. Then I am going to exhaust those two for web fluid compressor, and then I'm readying spider again, and then I am going to attack for 5 because it's 2 plus 1 plus 2, which is 5, bringing him down to 0 and letting him advance. What does he do when he advances? Let's take a look. He gets 1 toughness, and that's all. The other thing is that he has 22 hit points now, which is quite a lot. And yeah, the rest is the same. The force interrupt reads exactly the same, so nothing really happened. Then I think I will keep Venom in hand, and I also will keep Uppercut in hand because 5 damage still is quite good, I guess. Yeah, why not? So let's just ready everything again, draw 1 card, and let's get over there. He gets 1 threat. He's going to attack me again with 2 plus he is going to get into play. All right, 2 plus 0 plus 0. The last advance effect, so he only attacks for 2, and he is going to attack me also, the weapons runner. So I'm going down to 8, which is absolutely fine. And well, then he gets another encounter card, which is an armored guard. All right, so I have to get rid of all those this turn, not this turn, but yeah, this will work easily. First things first, let's just look whether we get another card. Here we don't. So here we are really not lucky, but it doesn't really matter, I guess. Do I want to play Venom right now? I think not. No, I think I am going to get rid of Weapon Runner. Yes, I think this I'm going to do because he is able to thwart. So let's just get rid of him. Then let's ready myself, and then I might thwart because I think I want to switch over. Or do I? Do I want to switch over? Well, maybe not this one actually. No, not this one. Let's just get rid of his stuff, and then let's just attack him. Well, I will get over, but in another way. And with uppercut, he is down as well. Then I am going to use ejection protocol. What does this card do? Hero action, discard ejection protocol, exhaust each interface upgrade you control, set your hit points die to 6, give your identity a tough status card, and flip over to alter ego form. So we go down to 6. I get a tough, and I flip over to alter ego, but I will flip just right over back to hero form, so nothing really happens. I don't want to be in alter ego actually. Or do I want to be in alter ego? Because if I'm going to alter ego, he will not go through the deck right now. And do I care about that? I might. Well, you know what? I will go over to this is a little bit annoying. Oops, I will go over to alter ego form. It isn't optimal, but it is all right, I guess. I will keep this in hand, and then because now we will draw 3 cards, which means that we are actually through our deck, then he will get another encounter card, and so he still will go through all of his deck. But well, I decided this way, so that's just how it is. All right, then he gets one threat here. He is going to scheme, and he is going to advance, but I think this is all right. 3 plus 2, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7 is more than 6, which is all right. So anarch distribution gets resolved, or gets resolved. It's called this way. Then we have Secret Rendezvous. When we read, discard cards from the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Put that minion into play engaged with the first player. So let's see whether we have a minion here. And actually, the very last one is a minion, so it's a little bit annoying. So this gets revealed, and Secret Rendezvous to B-side doesn't have an ability or an ability, but it has a threat threshold of 8. So this all happened while Claw was thwarting. Because of that, the weapon dealer gets to thwart also. And then this gets shuffled, the encounter discard pile gets shuffled into the encounter deck. Then we get one acceleration token because of that. And then he gets another encounter card. So let's see what we have here. We have sound manipulation. When we read an alter ego, Claw heals for damage. If no damage was sealed this way, this card gains search. No damage was healed, so this card gains search. Advance. So now we already draw the first advance, which is not great. It is 3 plus 2, which is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we already are very, very far. So now if this is an advance, we just lost on the spot. And it is an advance, and we lost on the spot. So yeah, well, this is how it goes. This really, really is unlucky. I can't actually believe it. But well, this is how it goes. And it isn't even close. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But well, this really, really is as unlucky as they come. Yeah, because how likely is it that the first 3 cards that we get in the encounter pile, 2 of those 3 cards are advances? I think this is really so unlucky, but well. And I think it really went well, because now we would have rushed him down. We would have healed back up, I guess. Then we would have drawn 2 cards. And then we might have played Adventures Mansion, but I am actually not even sure whether we would have done so, because we wouldn't have needed it. We just would have played Melee most likely to kill this card and this. Let me just look what would have happened here. We would have this card. We would have Melee, obviously, on the other side. I just want to see if we would have finished it this round. Melee would have costed me how much? 3. We would have paid for 1, 2, and 3 most likely. Then I would have re-standed myself. Oops, with this obviously. Then we would have attacked for would we have attacked for 5? Let's just say we would have attacked for 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Then we would have played let's just get rid of Venom. We would have played oops. We would have played All System Score, would have readied everything again. Then I would have readied myself again. I would have attacked again for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I would have attacked for 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He would have been stunned. And then I could even have attacked for, or then I could have thwarted for 2 just to get rid of a little bit. So it wouldn't have been enough this turn, but it easily would have been enough the turn after, and I would have been playing a little bit safer, of course. But well, this is how it goes. This is a loss, but still, I think I am going to, let me see, how late is it? I am going to Ultra now, and we are not going to repeat it here, and we are not going to end it here also. So let's just go to Ultron and let's see whether we can defeat him. Yeah, well, this really was one of the unluckiest defeats I ever witnessed myself. But well, this is how it happens. How is it for you? Was it did you already did you suffer um, the same fate once, or even worse? Well, worse, I don't see how you could have it worse than me here. I'm even unluckier. But well, maybe it even was unluckier for you. Yeah, I would love to read about it just so it doesn't hurt that much for me here that I lost this way. I really didn't expect it. I just said it more for fun. I hope that this Ultron will be this card will show it's correct. Okay, I see it's loading. That's fine then. So let's get this card. Let's place those. This card, these two. Oops, this wasn't as it didn't go as planned. So now this is correct. Let's shuffle this up. And then I got everything. Let's shuffle this. Oops. Shuffle again. And let's take a look at Ultron. And maybe we can do this. So what we have to do here in setup, we have to put Ultron drones environment into play, shuffle the encounter deck, advance to stage 1B. Yes, Ultron drones is in play now. Then this will be put on the what is it called? It will just be flipped to, or it will be advanced to M1B, and when we read, each player puts the top card of the deck into play, face down, engage the drone. What this means, you most likely know, but I will explain to you also. I will not enlarge it here, but we might, because now it is a drone. And what is a drone? A drone is what a drone is explained here in the environment of Ultron drones. Each face-down drone minion engaged with a player has a base scheme of 1, a base attack of 1, and a base hit point of 1. For respawns after a face-down minion is defeated, place that card in its owner's discard pile. So Ultron just generates a lot of drones, which we have to get rid of in order to prevent them from just swarming us. And yes, for our deck, drones really are a problem because we want our cards, we want to play our cards, our important cards, and we have a lot of really important cards, and if they get into the discard pile, this really hurts. So, but what does Ultron do in his stage 2? He has on phase interrupt. When Ultron attacks you, and put the top card of your deck into play face down, and engage with you as a drone minion, and until the end of this attack, Ultron gets +1 attack for each drone minion engaged with you. So we just want to get rid of the drone so he doesn't attack us for too much damage. All right. I see I'm slouching a little bit, so let's get up here again. And now, this time I am not going to forget the pairings, the opener. So let's start it. Yes. So yes, that's I just want to do it because as I said, I prepared it. So all right. So let's get right into it. Let's draw our let's just shuffle again. Oops. And draw our 4 cards, and let's see what we have there. A lot of resources, which is nice. Then I also have limitless stamina, which is nice also because then I can easily exhaust Spider's Suit in order to draw 2 more cards. And Web Trap is nice also. Not that nice actually because I don't have what are they called? I don't have interface. Oops. An interface in play yet. Well, I do have Penny Parker, but right, I have Penny Parker and she will not be exhausted already. So yeah, let's just draw 2 cards with this. Well, and now we have Web Fluid Compressor also. So we are going to play it. Then we are going to switch into into hero form. And now we have 2 resources here, which is we could play both here. But we do want to ready ourselves also in order to get rid of the drone. But we don't have to get rid of the drone if he cannot attack us. And if you're going to attack him, but we're only going to attack him once because I want to play the next Web Trap next turn, so he is stunned next turn also. Yeah, I think this is the right play. So now I am going to use those 2 in order to play Web Trap. I am going to damage him for 5. He starts with 22, so he's at 17. This is correct. Now he is stunned. And do I play Limitless Stamina? The problem is, in order to play Limitless Stamina, I would need to I would have to use Strength. The problem is, if I don't use Limitless Stamina right now, next turn I have the same problem that I use those 2 resources for a Web Trap, and then I cannot play those 2 again. So let's just get it over with and play the Strength for Limitless Stamina. And then let's get rid of the drone, which is, oops, Meditation, which is alright for me that I lost that card. Good, then let's draw 2 more cards. Another Meditation, alright. And it's Ultron's turn. He gets 1 threat here, and the Crimson Coil really has really not much threat on it. Threshold, I guess. But still, I want to keep this card in hand as in play as long as possible because the next one will force me to get more drones out, and we want to prevent that if we are able. But as we saw last turn, advance always can happen. Yeah. All right, stunned is down, but he gets an encounter card, which is an advanced drone. It has guard and forced interrupt. When advanced drone is defeated, the engaged player puts the top card of their deck into play face down engaged with them. So this card has guard, and I will get rid of it via Spider's Suit and Web Fluid Condensator, which damages him for 4. But then this card will be a drone. Still, I am going to use this and Meditation for Web Trap. putting him down to 12 and stunning him again. But then we still have a drone in play. But this is alright, I guess. The problem is that I again don't know whether he is able to confuse or stun me. But again, and this time I will get rid of it because we need more cards in our hand. And more good cards. So let's draw 3. Melee actually is nice here, but we will see. He gets one more threat here. He tries to attack. He can't. But the drone can attack me, so I'm going down to 9. And he gets an encounter card. And he gets Vibranium Armor attached to villain. Forced response. After the villain takes damage, give it a tough status card. Hero action, exhaust your hero and spend 2 physical resources and then discard this card. So this is not nice to give him tough. And we will not give him tough, but not this turn, I guess. As this will not happen this turn. The problem is the following. I do want to thwart, so Crimson Core will stay in play a little bit longer. But the problem is, if I want to do that, I kinda have to play melee. And if I'm going to play melee, then he will also get a tough because Vibranium Armor. The problem is I could also obviously just play uppercut. Then he will not get damaged. But I think it is smarter to play melee here. Yeah, I think it is. And then I can thwart for 2. Yes, I think this is the right play. Then let's just thwart for 2. And then let's play melee, which we are going to use those 3 resources. Then we deal 3 damage to this card, which is no quarters, alright, and then 3 damage here, and then he gets tough, which is really annoying, and we don't want that. Alright, then this we will keep in hand only just because it has a strength resource, and we want to get rid of Vibranium Armor. Alright, then let's draw up to 3. And we have another uppercut, which is nice. We could not really force. Could we force him down? Let me think about it. No, we can't. Vibranium Armor really has to go. So now he gets 1 threat here. Then the first time he's going to attack me, and when he attacks, he gets this card as a drone, and he's going to attack me for 2 plus 1 plus 2, which is 5. So I'm going down to 4, which is quite low already. And here is going down 1 also. So it's down to 3. And not he, but me. Alright, then let's see what we have here. Conclusive blast, 1 damage to each friendly character. This is me. So now we are down to this already. And now I guess I really have to switch over. And because I'm going to have to switch over, it isn't worth it to thwart here, but it is worth it to get rid of the Vibranium Armor. It really hurt us. Now I'm going to switch. I just have to. And it is a little bit sad that I cannot draw, but well, that's how it is. And then I am going to recover myself. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's all I can do right now. I'm drawing 3 cards. And we will have a look at this later on. So now he's getting 1. Then he's going to scheme for 2 plus, hopefully a lot here, plus 2. So for 4, so he's at 6, which is too much for Crimson Coil. And this is, this card is gone. So now we have Assault on Norad. When revealed, each player puts the top card of the deck into play face down, engaged with them as a drone. Alright, this is happening right now. So now 2 drones are engaged with us. And then what does this card also do? It is a forced response. After placing threat here during step 1 of the villain phase, each player must choose to either place 2 threat here or put the top card of the deck into play face down engaged with them as a drone minion. Alright, so we have just a lot of ways that drones going to add stuff here. Alright, then we have 2 drones here that both are going to thwart, and now let's just hope that we are not getting the next advance here, but our luck knows that an advanced Ultron drone, but also this is not great for us. And this was not a double negation. It really isn't great for us. All right, so now let's think about it. Am I able to draw 2 more cards? I could draw 2 cards, and Spider Command doesn't help me here, but those 2 cards, they might help me a lot. I could also play no quarters, and if I do so, I might be able to draw a lot more strength events, but I already drew a lot of them, so I don't know whether this is smart thing to do. I think I have to risk it. I have to draw 2 cards and hope these are good cards. It is rapid deployment, which is not unhelpful because right, it obviously is only at 2 now. Not at 8. Yeah, so it doesn't look that dire actually. Then I easily can heal myself up, and I have to do it. And now I can, let's just flip over again to our hero side. Then I have to get rid of those small minions here. This I just have to. But I still could play Venom and give her 2. Let's just let's for a second let's do math here. I could play this, could play this. Then I could, with this and this, I could restand this. With this I could play her, but then I don't have enough resources for I don't have enough resources for Venom to play. Now I can't play Venom really here. Let me just think about it. Rapid deployment I don't need right now. No quarters I can't play because I don't have a physical resource, which really annoys me. I could be lucky to get one with Spider Command, and I think this I have to try. I have to exhaust this and draw 1 card, and it actually is a strength resource, but obviously one I would love to play, but I'm not really in the position to play it. But it really would it help me that much? I think it would. But I also have to play Venom because I just need her in order to help me get rid of those pesky little bugs. And Psychic Link I want to play also. I could play Psychic Link, and then I would not be able to play Venom. I think this is not that easy of a choice. I think I just have to be bold here. I just have to play now quarters. I am going to get rid of one of those minions And then what does it do? D4 damage to an enemy for each point access damage dealt to that enemy by this attack. Discard the top card of your deck and add each aggression red card discarded this way to your hand. So let's we have 3 over damage. I hope we have one here. We have at least one with this uppercut. And now we could use uppercut. And we have to. It really is annoying, but we have to. Oops, we get rid of this and we get another drone here. And yeah, I think it actually already looks a little bit dire here, but well, we will see. Let's draw 3 more cards. We have a melee here. Melee is actually quite nice. This might bring us back a little bit. Well, now we get 2 threat here. And the problem is, did I play? No, we didn't. Now I have to decide whether I get another drone here or 2 threat here. I have to put 2 threat here because another drone is really not okay. Because he's going to attack me now, and for that I'm getting a drone, so he now already attacks for 5, and I can't block it, but I do have to because let's just see what this boost is. Boost: choose to either spend a strength resource or put the top card of your deck into play face down as a drone. Can I spend I could spend this as a strength resource. I have to. I cannot um how is it called? I just cannot. It doesn't matter. I don't have the resources for that. All right. I put this 5 down, then those are going to attack me as well. And then I am getting another encounter card, which is insane. When we read, each player discard the top 3 cards of the deck. Great. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, now it's my turn. I am going to play. Doesn't matter if I play all systems down because I would get down to I would go down to 0 cards in hand anyways. So now let's get rid of those 2. And then I have to get rid of the last drone. And then I just have to go into Hero Alter Ego and just have to hope that he doesn't get an advance. I don't even know if advance is still in the deck. No, both advances are out, so I am actually safe here for now, which is great. I could have used Spider Command, but well, now let's draw 4 cards. And let's him get 1 advance. He is going to thwart for 2 plus 2, and now he is at 10, which is just great because now we are at Countdown to Oblivion. When we read, each player puts the top card of the deck into play face down, engaged with them as a drone. And then we are getting to the countdown, which is if this stage is completed, the player loses the game and threat cannot be removed from the scheme. So we lose in 5 turns. Yes, and we get obviously another encounter because of this, which I forgot, which is Shadows of the Past. Is this correct though? It is. So let's just put Shadows of the Past in here, which really doesn't matter. Force response after the engaged hero generates any number of resources, deal an equal amount of damage to that hero. Yeah, so as you can see, we are quite quite I don't know how to say it without saying words that you shouldn't say in English, I guess. So I am not going to do it. This is 4. I still want to play rapid deployment. I still need to heal for 4. I still need to draw 2, which is 1 and 1 more. He is getting another one of those. And I might, we will see what happens. Then I am going to rapid deployment. Let's just get rid of one of those and draw 3 cards. And none of them obviously is a spider card because it would be too great. Then we are going to flip over. I already know that we lost, but we are going to fight for it still. Well, let me think. Rapid deployment would be nice. Let's just, I want to do I use All Systems Go just to be able to restand myself? But I don't have the resources for that now. I am going to, oops, this isn't needed. I am going to use rapid deployment and get rid of this and putting this down to 1, which doesn't matter. As an additional cost to thwart this scheme, you must spend, well, I did. Do I have to? I don't have to. Then I just thwarted this. I didn't thwart that, but I used this ability to generate resources, I guess. Well, to be honest, I have a little bit of I did I'm kind of giving up right now, but let's just try it. Okay. Let's exhaust this for All Systems Go. I am getting 1 damage because of Mobius strip. Then I have to restand both of these. This card should not be rested. Still, I have 1 All Systems Go in hand. Then I am going to, and we don't really have the time because the countdown already clicks down, but we have to get rid of Mobius because he just puts too much damage on us. So I tried to damage him for 4. This obviously is not just we not only to try it, but it obviously is going to work. And then I am exhausting this and draw 1 card. And what is it? It is Host Spider, which in and of itself is a great card, obviously, but it is not the card we needed here. Yes, I think it is over, but let's just see. And well, maybe we just try again. All right, then this card, I have to get rid of it. It is too expensive. So let's draw 2 cards. And then it is Sister, and this gets 1. He is going to attack me. And while he's attacking me, he gets another drawn. So he attacks for 2 plus 2, which is 4. I have to defend. So he's going to attack for still 4. And I am down, as I said, which is not that surprising. All right, let's just redo it. I think we have the time. Yeah, let's just reverse everything. And I think the fastest thing to do it is just to get rid of everything. And let's just resummon it. Yeah. Yeah, but this, the beginning was just really, really hard for us. I don't see how we really would have been able to withstand that. But well, the largest problem was the vibranium suit. It just slowed us down that much. And to draw this early is just a pain. But still, I most likely could have done a lot of things better. Yeah, maybe we will watch back and then we could see it. But still, let's just get here and hope that we can just place them again easily on expert. And okay, it didn't happen. Maybe because I got rid of him already. Yeah, because he is in the trash. All right, then I think I just do we just get everything back up? The thing is I didn't save all of it. Nah, I think this is, let's just restart it. Let's just for a moment, configurations, interface, let's get the top menu in. All right, and then let's just restart it this way. Where is it? Here, hit stable. And then let's just rearrange everything here. I'm sitting here. I think I still, do I have it? No, I don't. First things first, let's set up Ultron, and then let's set up my deck afterwards. All right, we still are playing with expert, as I said, and we are still playing with what is it called? Under attack. And then for me, I am going to still obviously play a spider, and then I have to click here on my this, and then let's get to the deck list, and then we could just take a short look at it if when we are already there. Yeah, do we want to talk about it? I mean, I think we saw all the cards already, and the thought or the idea of the deck is quite obvious. I think I'm going to play a lot of aggression cards, and I'm just playing really aggressive. I only have a minion in the deck. I just thought let's just try it. Obviously, minions are very strong. Not minions, allies. But I actually like to play without allies. Yeah, and I think Spider really can do it well because we and can ready a lot with her. But well, it didn't work last time. Yeah, and there's not really much to say about this deck. We really want to buff our basic attack. We can do it with aggressive conditioning, with combat training, and with symbiote suit. Today I haven't played symbiote suit even once, just because we only want to play this card in the late game, and we always drew it in the early game. Yeah, I think it isn't really worth it to talk too much about it. Let's just get back to the game. All right, then let's. Oops, didn't I just? I did copy the code. So let's import it to the playmat. And I think let's just try it again. When it loaded. So we have obviously to get this card in the deck also. Oops. Let's shuffle it. And then let's just talk about it again. Because I see that we have a new viewer, and I think you weren't there when I explained the beginning of it. So we have Ultron drones here. Ultron's gimmick is that he always, or most, not always, he often puts cards from our deck and makes it so that they will become drones, so minions, so to speak, which we have to fight then. And this the environment Ultron drones says that what drones are. They are minions with one scheme and one attack and one hit point, and every time a minion, a drone minion is defeated, it is placed in its owner's discard pile. So in our case, in our discard pile. Ultron just buffs his attack with each drone on the field by 1, and when he's attacking, he generates one drone himself. And when the Crimson Call when the game starts, then we will see it if we advance it to the B side. Then we have to get the first card as a drone, so the game always starts with a drone. Yeah, and this is everything for the setup. And this really can spiral out of control very fast, as we saw just last match. Penny Parker, I really don't have to explain. The problems I had, let's just get rid of this. I saved camera angles, so I have to resave them. So let's just do it shortly. 2, and then a large one, 3. So now we can go back here. Then now let's draw a hand of 4. Do I want to keep any of that? Melee is nice, so we can easily get rid of a drone. Venom would be nice in a later state, not this early, but well, even early, even if she isn't able to deal lots of damage because we cannot buff her, she still is good because she can get rid of 3 drones. So we might even want to play her, but all systems go also is good because as you also saw last match, the problem for us, the main problem of Ultron is that the good cards that we really need in our on our board might become drones. And with All Systems Go, the most important one, I can mostly guarantee to get it if it isn't this card already. And because of that, I really have to play this card in order to get. I don't know how this is called, but the card that lets ready me again. And this card is just mandatory, I guess, in order to win. So Venom we could get rid of. Melee I want to keep. Yes, let's just get rid of those 2 and draw 2 more. Rapid deployment could be nice later on, but right now we don't need it. So limitless stamina is nice also because we are now going to I'm going to use Penny Parker's ability. I can exhaust Spider's suit, so this card, in order to draw 2 cards. So let's just do it. And with limitless stamina, I can just ready this card again. All right, then let's just switch into hero form. And then let's use All Systems Go. Am I going to use this? It doesn't really matter. Let's just use it. Use All Systems Go. This card lets me choose. I can either ready all my interfaces. Spider, for example, is an interface. Or I can search my deck or discard pile for an interface, and this is what I'm going to do, as I already hinted at. And I am going to get, what is it called? I don't know, but I know how it is, how the card looks at this card. It is an interface, host spider, which has an hero action and lets me, I can exhaust host spider in order to ready spider, and this is spider's suit. And this is just mandatory, is it? So let's just play this card. Let's get rid of an melee. I would love to play it, but this is more important. So now I can exhaust it and can ready spider, and then I can use it to attack the drone. What was it? Another all systems go. It is fine. It isn't great, but it is fine. And then I think I want to put a little bit of pressure on him because we don't have time. We really don't. But I also it wouldn't be a great idea to keep the cards in hand, because I thought about why not keep limitless stamina in hand. So maybe next turn we have more than one drone in play, and we would need to attack more often. And then it would be great to have another ready in hand. But it is more important to go through the deck and to draw more cards. And because of that, I will get rid of rapid deployment and ready myself. And I'm going to attack for 2. And melee, I still am going to keep in hand. But the other 2 cards I'm going to draw, obviously. All right. Then it's Ultron's turn. He gets 1 threat here. Then he's going to attack me. Again, 1 drone is going to be placed. He's going to attack with 2 plus 1 plus, I'm not going to defend, plus nothing else. If I'm spending 1 energy resource, let's just read the boost effect here. Choose to either spend an energy resource or put the top card of your deck into play face down, engaged with you as a drone. I really don't want that. I don't have an energy resource in hand, but I can use Spider's ability to exhaust an interface card in order to generate that upgrades resource. And I can do that. I can exhaust Spider in order to pay an energy resource, and then there will not be another drone. And I think it is worth it because we don't really want so many drones. So he attacks for 3, 1, 2, 3. The drone attacks also, so we go down to 10. All right, then he gets an encounter card. What is it? Caught off guard. Discard an upgrade or support you control. No cards were discarded this way. This card gains search. This is great. Obviously, now we have to get rid of host Spider, and because we cannot get rid of Spider of this card because it is impermanent, well, it is how it is. It isn't. It doesn't start. Doesn't start good. It really doesn't. Well, let's get rid of it. And it's my turn. Oops, sorry. We have to live with what the life leads to us. All right, I actually cannot play Hone Technique here because 1 resource is missing. I also cannot play melee. So this card really screwed us over. I cannot use meditation, so I cannot play any of those cards. At least not yet. I think I have to live with the fact that this card will be advanced the main scheme, but I don't have any other choice. Yes, I have to change into alter ego because then I can draw 2 more cards, and I really have to do that in order to be able to just play anything, because if I want to play Hone Techniques, I need just more cards. Now I can play it. And do I want it? Yeah, Aunt May and Agaben I can play next turn. So no, let's just play Hone Technique. This card is just too good. It has a requirement of 2 mental resources, but all our cards were mental resources. And it is an interrupt when I play an aggression attack event. If I paid at least with 1 mental resource, I increase the amount of damage that event deals by its printed cost. And this is just great. Yeah, I will keep Aunt May, Danke Ben in hand, because this also is a great card. Yes, and let's just draw up 2 hand size again. Now we get another threat here, and he will advance it, hopefully with a strong a card with a lot of boost icons, and that's what it is. That's great. So now it's getting up to 7, which doesn't matter because the threat limit is 3. So this is gun now. We have Assault or Norat now here. It has a when we read ability. Each player puts the top card of the deck into play, face down, engage with them as a drone. Alright, this is us. We have a drone here in play. And then it gets advanced. It has a forced response. After placing threat here during step 1 of the villain phase, each player must choose to either place 2 threat here or put the top card of their deck into play, face down, engaged with them as a drone minion, which is really not that great. But, well, this is how it is. Alright, then those 2 are thwarting also, so we are up to 2 already. Yes, then he gets an encounter card, and hopefully it's not a bad one. Repair sequence. Earth one hits 2 damage for each drone minion engaged with you. If no damage was hit this way, this card gains Surge. Well, he has 2 and he was damaged, so this card doesn't get Surge, which is really fine by me. I think this actually is great because search would be most likely worse for us. I'm always slouching, so I have to get up again here. So I am more in line. I have to look at the control monitor is far to my right, maybe too far to my right. Yeah, I guess you could say it this way. I think I again going to draw 2 cards here. Yes. 2 great cards, but not great cards for now again. At least one of them would have been great beforehand, so I wouldn't have needed to get rid of Host Spider, but well, don't dwell on past things too much. Well, now I am going to play Aunt May and Uncle Ben. Let's get rid of this. What does this do? I don't remember if I had it in play last match, but what it does is discard the top 2 cards of the deck, and each spider card I will keep in hand. But if I am in Alter Ego, I discard 3 cards instead. So we are going to discard 3 cards. And again, none of them are spider cards, and 2 of them are great cards that I would have loved. So now I want to play melee. So how can we do this? If I am going to switch over, then I could play Ice-System Scope, but this isn't really important. Melee we have to play. This is for sure. And I could use this resource and that resource and this maybe. And then we would play melee. And then I would keep Psychic Link in hand. I think this is the way to go. Yes, I think this is how it has to be done. So let's do it this way. Yeah, because we have to get rid of those two drones. If we don't, then it really spirals out of hand. So let's just get let's exhaust this, not exhaust this, pay this and this in order to play melee. And actually melee would now deal 6 damage to both of them, but it doesn't matter because they only have 1. So we get rid of a no quarter and we get rid of an uppercut, which is alright, I guess. Good. So I hope we can stabilize over the next couple of turns. We really have to. But Web Trap is a great starting point for that. Alright, then let's get over to Earth One. He gets 1 threat here. And then I guess I don't want another drone, so we have to put 2 threat here. We just have to risk it. Alright, then he's going to attack me. Oops. Let me just read this again. Yes, he gets one drawn here. So he attacks for 2, 3, plus 0, and it is an advance, which is great. So he's attacking for 3, 1, 2, 3. And the drone is attacking me also, so I'm going down to 6. All right, then I'm getting another encounter card, which is Invasive AI. When we read, each player discards the top 3 cards of their deck, and it has this really, really bad, for us, really bad symbol, which just lets him get another encounter card. So we have to get rid of this. 1, 2, 3, and we can get rid of it. That is the great thing. All right, then it's our turn. Let's hopefully get at least one more card. Yes, we have at least one more. This is great. Then I think I have to play Psychic Link, because then I can get rid of this. And I absolutely have to get rid of it. So let's think about it. If I play Psychic Link, I cannot in any way, shape, or form play Web Trap here. So it doesn't make sense. Let me think. Is it better to keep Web Fluid Compressor in hand in order to play it next turn, or is it better to have a Web Trap in hand so I can stun him? And I think stunning him would be great just to breathe a little bit. This is really something I would need breath time. Yes. Let me think about it. Let's just get rid of this and this in order to use Psychic Link, not use it to play it, and then thwart for 4 and get rid of this. Really important, so we don't get too much encounter cards. But still, now the question is, the question isn't whether which one of those do I want to, but do I want both of them? Let's just think about it. If I am able to play this, and I am able because we have enough resources here, then I still would be able to play this. And I think both of them is the way to go. Do we have another, are both advanced already off? No, only one. I'm just thinking whether I am going to get 2 more drones, 1 more drone here, or 2 more threat here, and I guess I am going with the 2 threat. Yeah, it just really hurts that we had to get rid of the host spider again, but well, you can't see it because my face is in the way. But well, as I said, don't dwell about it. Let's just keep the hand as it is. I think this is the correct play. All right, then this gets 1. Then I have to get 2 more threat here. I guess because drones are worse for me. Yes, they really are. Then he's going to attack me, and he still is getting 1 drone. So he's attacking for 2 plus 2, which is 4. And I have, again, to risk it. I can't defend it right now because then I can't thwart. And he's going to attack for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, I lost because now I have to defend this. And then this I can't defend. And let's just say I defended him. Now I am at 1 life point. Let's just pretend that this is what I chose to do, because it doesn't really matter. Because now I think we still don't have a chance, but let's just play with that. Let's just take a look. At least 1 card here. This I would have loved to have earlier. Well, speed metal alloy. Can we do anything? Well, let's just pretend that we chose to defend against Ultron. Can we do anything in order to get a win here. We could play Web Trap, as I said, in order to stun him. This would be the least. This we would have to do, but then we still would have to get rid of both drones, because if we don't get rid of both drones, then we would need to what do I want to say? I want to say that either we lose because he has at least he has at least 2 drones on play, because I can only defend against 1 drone, obviously. So in order to prevent that, I would have to spend to put 2 threat here, because if I don't do that, I will be engaged with another drone, and then I would have 3 drones here, or too many, obviously. So I either have to get rid of both drones here, or I have to get rid of any threat here, and I can't do either. Yes, I could get rid of both drones, but if I would get rid of both drones, then I couldn't get rid of I couldn't stun him anymore, and this wouldn't do it either. So I lost, but let's just do it. Let's just put 5 damage on him. So I just damaged him at all. Okay, we did damage him, but he hit back. And then let's just I don't even have enough to play uppercut, I just realized. Yeah, and then that's it. I am getting, let's just get rid of this. I am going up here. He gets another drone, and then he isn't attacking me, but those are attacking me, and I am down again. So really it's 2-0 for Ultron, which is really sad. Not that sad, obviously it's just a game. But now let's just think about it. Is the deck just not good against Ultron, or am I just playing it wrong? I think it's a little bit of both. I most likely doing things wrong. I think, for example, playing Honed Technique was wrong, because this card isn't really needed here. We have a lot of minions against us, but all of them just have really not that much of not much hit points. So it doesn't matter whether I attack them with 2 or 4 or 5 or what have you damage. So it doesn't matter. Oh, I see an hello. I don't know when you wrote it. Maybe Art DS, you wrote it just really long ago. And the hello, does it imply that you speak German? Yeah, I just saw it right now. As I said, I don't know when you wrote it. Well, maybe you will answer. Yes. So as I said, it doesn't really matter whether I attack with 2 or 4 or 5 or what have you. So playing Honed Technique here is really a mistake. Then, but what else? I think still it really was bad for us. That obviously bad. I mean, this is not a hot take. It really is bad for us that Host Spider got removed, because the additional ready for us would have been huge. Then I would easily have been able to either get rid of the drones all the time and hurting Ultron at the same time, or getting rid of the drones and thwarting the scheme. So either way, it obviously would have helped us quite a lot here. And yeah, I think besides that, all the other choices I made were fine, I guess. But well, let's just do we just take another look at the deck? No, I think it isn't really worth it. I am thinking about um, um, I am thinking about um, rebuilding the deck and just um, build it in order to face Ultron, and then trying again tomorrow. But then I especially what I would do. Let's just put the deck up again. Um, let's let's do it. Let me just put it up here. Here is the deck again. I can even let's zoom in a little bit. Is it in English? Yes, it is in English. What I obviously would I would want to include some more minions, not minions, allies, because with allies everything gets a lot easier. With those allies, I easily could do two things. We could attack the minions, and we could defend against Ultron, because Ultron just hits hard, and the minions, the drones, we just can't get rid of on our own. So we could just put some minions in here, and it don't really even have to be a lot. Let's just clone the deck. Yeah, why don't we just edit the deck right now a little bit? And let's look at what aggression minions we have here. I don't like it. I want it. I want the images of the minions here. Why don't we have it? Display columns? No, display. Yeah, this way. Or 3 columns? Not 1 column would be enough, I think. But why I want 1 column? But then we don't have the images. Normally I do have the images here. But well, let's do it this way. Let's just take a short look. I don't have every pack enabled right now, and I think that's how I want to keep it. Yeah, let's just take a look. What do we want in our deck? Maybe I do love to um, to concentrate on the theme. So we am a web warrior, so I would love to if possible to play web warriors also. So Spider Girl would be a nice choice. We could also stun or confuse a minion, which is not that important here, because obviously we would not want um, to keep them around um, the drones, so it doesn't really matter to us whether they are um, um, stunned or not. Then what's with Spider-Woman? What does she do? After a weapon ally enters play, deal 1 damage to an enemy. So Spider-Woman would be great in this deck. But only if we have a lot of web warriors in the deck, but that we could easily handle. Let's just put her in. But if we do that, if we put Spider-Woman in, then we obviously do put Spider-Girl in. No, we don't, because she isn't a web warrior though. She is just an what is she? She's just an Avenger, because she was in the Cortex, wasn't she? Near Rise of the Red Skull, and there wasn't web warriors back then. So it doesn't matter for Spider-Woman, but still Spider-Woman is great for this deck. At least against Ultron, so let's just keep her in still. Then let's look. I don't know whether there are more web warrior. I didn't put it to allies. So no. No, it should be all right if I do it to one. No, still not. All right. Then let's keep it at 2 columns. It doesn't really bother me. And we could also, I think K is the correct thing. Web warrior. Yeah, let's just put it at web. So Spider-Woman is the only aggression web warriors allies. So let's just look at basic. And what do we have here? Spider-Man. Otto Octavius. He has a response after you play Spider-Man from your hand, ready and upgrade you control. If that upgrade has a tech trait, draw 1 card. So he obviously fits very well in our deck because all our interface upgrades are tech upgrades also. So Spider-Man Otto Octavius really fits well, and he it isn't accident, so to speak, that he was released with Spider as well. So who else? I mean, Ghost Spider always is great, and because of interruptibility, when Ghost Spider leaves play, search your deck for an identity-specific event and add it to your hand. This is really great for us also because then we could ward and attack whenever we need it. So this card would be added as well. Then Spider we cannot enter. Madame Web, what does she do? After Madame Web enters play, look at the top X cards in counter deck, where X is the number of web warrior cards you control. You may discard 1 card looked at this way, put the rest back in any order. I know that she is a good card, but I don't know whether we want to play her right now in this deck because she still is quite expensive. But still, she can attack for 1, which is enough. We don't need more. And she can thwart for 2, which is nice. So maybe let's just put her in for now and maybe we change our mind. Then Spider-Man always is great because he lets ready us. So he is always a consideration. And what does Scarlet Spider do? When you would reveal an encounter card, name a card type, then look at that card. If that card is of the name type, do you want damage to Scarlet Spider and draw 1 card? This is great, obviously in combination with Madame Web, but I think it isn't worth it. And Spider-Man, this one I don't want to play either. I don't want to put too many allies in the deck though, so we don't really want to overdo it, so to speak. But what I want to play now is Web of Life and Destiny, because this card is doesn't have any cost if you play it while being in hero form. And yes, when what does it do? If we after a web warrior ally leaves play, I choose a player, which is me, and that player draws a card. So this card is just if we play web warrior allies, then we play Web of Life and Destiny. There's just no way around it. It is a must include, I would say. And another must include, and I don't know why this doesn't come up here, is Across the Spider-Verse, because it is an hero action. Exhaust a web warrior card you control, search your discard pile for a web warrior ally and put it into play. Then choose a player. That player may spend 3 resources and of any type and repeat this ability, and that player can be myself, so I can do it just again myself. And this card we just need also because then we can get our web warriors when we need them, and especially against Ultron this is important because all our web warriors can end up as drones and thus in the discard pile. So these cards we need in our deck. We just need them. They are mandatory. What is not mandatory then? I would say Hone Technique, as I already covered, is not mandatory here, because while it is fine to use Hone Technique in order to burst down Itron, it is just very, very expensive, and I think it is just not worth it. So I would say let's get rid of it. Where is it? Hound Technique, here it is. Let's just get rid of it. Then Unshakable, I think we don't need, also because he simply isn't, what is it? Is it an upgrade? It is an upgrade. He simply isn't shaking us up, so to speak, so we can be, we don't need to be unshakable. And Symbiote Suit is a thing. I do like this card generally, but again, here I think it is just too expensive and doesn't do enough fast enough, so I would get rid of it as well. So we still have 3 cards to get rid of. We don't have to get rid of 3 more cards, obviously, because we don't need to get down to 40 cards, but I really want to. What cards do we could get rid of? Uppercut. Still, I do like Uppercut. 5 damage. Again, not that needed against Ultron, but still we want to get, we want to deal with Ultron at some point still. And 5 more damage is nice, but 5 damage is not that nice as 8 damage. And 8 damage was the real reason why I played it. So him without Technique, not him, and this card in combination with Own Technique. So we could get rid of Uppercut, and I think Limitless Stamina is great. Meditation just got better now, because now I can play a lot of allies while being in Alter Ego. But is that so? Because Spider-Woman, I can play Spider-Woman without having a web warrior in the in play, but for Spider-Man and Ghost Spider, we already need to have web warriors in play in order to be able to play them. But with Madame Web, Spider-Woman, and Web of Life and Destiny, we have enough cards. And most of the time, it is not a problem for me to go into Alter Ego and into not Alter Ego, into Hero Form. The only time this wouldn't be an option for us is if we would want to play Ghost Spider or Spider-Man via Meditation. So I think Meditation just got better. No Quarter I also think is good, but it again, No Quarter loses its value, obviously, if we get rid of Uppercut, because what does No Quarter do? It lets me draw aggression cards. But aggression cards, if Uppercut isn't in the deck anymore, then I don't have that many aggression cards in my deck. So this we have to think about as well. Vicious Mansion is great also. We could also just bite the bullet and say, well, those 3 more cards aren't that much of a problem, especially against Ultron, maybe, who just steals cards from us. And I think this would be an argument I would say it's not that bad. Yeah, so let's just keep it at 43. And I said that I would not play another round, but I think I kind of do want to see whether we can do it or not, and whether the rework here, let's call it this, was fruitful, so to speak. So let's just do it. Let's just let's get rid of them. Ultron, I think this time we don't have to get rid of all this and just do it again. So let's just keep it at that. But I have to, sorry. I have to get the deck. Let's just take another look. Because is it the clone? And the clone, does it have, the clone has the same code, which I can't believe. So maybe we can't what do I want to say? We can't actually import this deck because it has the same code. But it can't have the same code, even though it is a clone. Now I don't think it has the same code. No. All right. Oh, this is wrong. What is this? It was from a test earlier. I tested recording, and that's what that was. All right. So let's get back here and let's see whether this just is the correct deck. Let's still get rid of all of this. And then let's see if this is the correct deck, not doc, or if it isn't. Let me just drink. So, inherited burden still should be in the deck. Let's just take a look. There it is. Then let's shuffle again. Yeah, these cards I don't need, so let's get rid of them. And then here, this is always a little bit sad because the alter ego card or the hero card actually is not as large as the what is it? The not shrunk, but enlarged. The enlarged versions of cards are, and thus it clips here. And this is a little bit annoying, but there's nothing I can do about it. Yeah, as we can see, we have 43 cards, so this is all right. So now for the third and last time, let's try it again. Is everything set up? I think everything. It's not everything. We do need the first card as a drawn, and now everything is set up. And well, wish me luck. I need it, or we need it. All right, we already have a meditation in hand, and I already could keep it. Web trap we could keep in hand just to stun Ultron early, so he doesn't even just get to put more drones into play. I like web trap, but for web trap we do need an what were they called? An interface in play. We always have one interface with Penny Parker. So web trap we could keep in hand. Meditation only matters then if we have another one. Melee also is nice, but melee is expensive, so we will get rid of melee. And web trap, I do like web trap, but I do like limitless stamina also. Meditation is a little bit of a gamble, so we draw 3 more cards, and of those 3 cards, we would need 1 card to be an expensive card that we can play while we are in alter ego form. Do we risk it? I would say, this is a hard choice. With limitless stamina, the worst thing that would happen is that we use it as a resource for limitless stamina. I would say we risk it. All right, then we draw 1 card, and it is Madame Web, and it is already worth it. All right, then let's use Spider's suit and draw 2 more cards. And we have Web of Life and Destiny. All right, it was worth it, I would say. Then we cannot play Web Trap, but this is all right. Now we are going to play Meditation. We have to exhaust the Alter Ego card and play a card from our hand, reducing its resource cost by 3. So we exhaust Penny Parker and play Madame Web. What does she do again? Response after Madame Web enters play. Look at the top X cards of the encounter deck, where X is the number of Web Warrior cards you control. You may discard 1 card, looked at this way, and put the rest back in any order. So we only have 1 Web Warrior in play, which is Madame Web, so we can only look at the top card. It is a boost of 3. So we already know it would be quite the hefty attack. But we can block it with Madame Web already. So I will keep it at top. All right. Yes. Then what we are going to do next is we flip form, obviously. Oops, I pushed the wrong button. So now we are in hero form. And now, obviously, this card is rested as well. Madame Web is going to attack the drone. What was it? Spider command. Well, we can live with that. Not great, but we can live with it. She gets 1 damage, which is fine. Then we can play Web of Life and Destiny for nothing. It is great that this card is in play already. And even though it is a great card and I would not like it to get not replaced but put into the discard pile, it still is better to put this in the discard pile than the card from last time. Well, I would put this here because I want my interfaces here. Then Web Trap I will keep in hand, but now Quarters I will get rid of and play Limitless Stamina in order to ready myself. And I'm going to attack just so. It's always great if damage is put here so the 1 card that searches doesn't search. So then let's draw 2 cards. And let's get to the villain. He gets 1 damage. Not 1 damage, 1 threat here. And he gets 1 drawn while he's attacking us. As I already told you, Madame Web is going to defend this, and it is a strong attack. It is 2 + 1 + 3, which is just 6 damage. Madame Web, you did really well. You are down now, and because of Web of Life and Destiny, after a Web Warrior ally leaves play, choose a player. That player draws a card. This is me. So really, really quite better than last time. At least until now. The drone is going to attack me for 1, which is alright. Then he gets an encounter card. What is it? Really, this, you cannot make it up, but it actually is caught off guard. When we read this card, an upgrade or support you control. If no cards were discarded this way, this card gains search. So you really cannot make it up. But as I said, Web of Life and Destiny still better to discard than anything else, and at least I drew 1 card from it, so it is what it is. Let's just keep it at that. It is what it is. All right, but now it is my turn. That's what that is. And my turn, I am going to spend via the following things I'm going to do. I am going to use Spider and Uppercut, and going to attack with Web Trap, and I'm going to attack Ultron. I'm putting 5 damage on him and I'm stunning him. So this is great for now. Then also I am going to attack the drone with Spider. What was it? It was an all system score. This is fine also. And now the question is, do I keep melee and energy? The thing is that melee most of the time is great, but right now the problem is that we will not get engaged with another drone. Maybe we will because of our luck with encounter cards. I think we will just keep melee in hand. It really isn't optimal, but well, what do I? It's just one additional card I would draw. No, let's just keep it. And it is all right. It really is all right. All right, he gets one card. He tries to attack. He can't. I always say that he gets one card, but he obviously doesn't get a card. He just thwarts for one. All right, now he gets an encounter card. This is a card he gets, and it is Gang Up. The villain and each melee engaged with you attacks you. So melee is on the table again. He attacks me. Always when he's attacking me, he gets one drone. So he's attacking me for 2, +1 for 3, +0. So I'm getting 3 damage, and the drone attacking me also 1 additional damage here. So, as I said, my luck will make melee needed, and that's how it happened. So let's play melee here. Oops, let's get rid of this. What is limitless stamina is also fine. 1, 2, 3, and then let's just thwart 2 here, because I still think it is wise to not get too many drones here. And next turn we can what is it? We can stun him again, and the only thing we really have to do is we have to put in bring him to stage 3, because when he's at stage 3 he doesn't generate drones anymore. But it is not that easy to get to stage 3. Not for how we do it. Spider-Woman. We want to play her. And I think we want to play her really, really badly. So that's what we are going to do. All right, we get a drone here. Again, we're not getting a drone. A threat. I don't know why it is so hard for me to say that we're getting one threat, but it is obviously. All right, he's going to attack for 1 + 1, which is 3, and 2 more, so it's 5. I am down to 4 already. He's going to attack also, so I'm down to 3. It's just so fast. He's just putting up so much damage. And what is the other card? Choose to either spend a mental resource or put the top card of your deck into play face down and get it as a drone. This time I have to do it because in order to play Spider-Woman, I have to spend all my resources, and thus I can't afford it. So I get a drone, but it isn't that much of a problem. Well, we will see. Right, then it's my turn. As I said, I am going to play Spider-Woman. The great thing is that still she can attack. She not only attacks via playing Web Warriors. So let's get rid of this card. It is Avengers Mansion, and I'm going to attack with them as well. And Host Spider, which is not that great, obviously. So, and now, again, I think I have to go to Alter Ego, and thus I have to, I really have to go to the next stage, which I hate, but I don't see a way around it. Where is this? This was wrong. So this is how it looks. I just thought for a second, where's my spider? Where is Penny Parker? But I got rid of her, which isn't the right thing to do. The right thing to do. So, yes, again, this could backfire, but we just get hurt too much. We really need this. All right, let's draw 4 cards. Hopefully, not not great cards here, but we will see. We will see. We get one threat here. He advances it for sure. When he's 1 damage for each drone engaged with me, which is none. But here just advances it. We don't have to. We just don't have to do math here. And then another drone gets engaged with us, and this gets up to 1. Yeah, so is it our turn? No, it isn't. He just thwarted. Now he gets an encounter card. And this card attached to the villain gains Retaliate. I can exhaust my hero and spend 2 energy resources and then discard this card. Alright. So he has Retaliate, which sucks a little bit, obviously, but I think it is alright. Let's recover for 4. This we have to do. And then now we can, we really can exhaust this for 2 more cards. Yeah, we need to do it. And meditation now isn't worth anything anymore, which is great, actually. I'm just thinking about whether I want to use All Systems Go in order to get another upgrade, and then with speed metal alloy and the other upgrade, we would then have 3 of them, and then we would have a lot of resources, and then the ball would get rolling, so to speak, or running. Is this a hero card? It is a hero, so we have to do it. We have to decide now. Well, let's just switch over. Yes, now we are in hero form, and let's think about it. I absolutely am going to play the alloy, and I think the correct way would be to play All Systems Go, and then the correct thing to do would to get another, to get the let's just see whether they are here. Get the one that lets me thwart for more, because this we often have to do. Yeah, this is what I'm going to do. All right, so now I'm going to use the my resource ability in order to play All Systems Go, and I'm getting the one that lets me thwart for more. Where is it? It's this one, Psychic Link it is called, I think. Yes. And now let's play Psychic Link. And I think it is all right. And I am going to attack with Spider-Woman. She still has 1 more attack. This is fine. And let's get rid of this drone. And now I could easily play no more quarters in order to get rid of, to attack him. But he has Retaliate, and I don't really want that. I think I'm getting rid of both of them because I want more energy resources. Yes. All right, then let's draw up to 3. And there isn't an energy resource, but there's Across the Spider-Verse, which is great. Really, really great, actually. Do we have spiders already in? We have Madame Web, and Madame Web is a good card. Yeah, well, we will. Let's do the enemy turn, and then let's do ours. All right, I do have to choose between putting threat here and a drone. I think the threat here would be all right. We would go up to 4, and then even if we would draw advance, we still would only go up to 9, which is fine. Yes, I think it is fine. All right, then that's what we are going to do. We getting 2 threat here. Then he is going to attack, which puts a drone here. He's going to attack for 2 plus 1 plus 1, and I am going to defend. So I defend for 4 because of speed metal alloy. I just have to do it. He just puts out too much damage, and now, right now at least, I cannot block with my minions, with my allies, but I can shortly. All right, then it's an assault that is gone, but still it is 2, 3, 4 damage, so I just get none, but from him I get 1 damage, obviously. And now I get an encounter card. It is an advanced Ultron drone, which is guard, and I think it is a good thing that that I defended here, just because I cannot get rid of all those drones this fast. But now I cannot thwart, so this I didn't thought through perfectly. All right, so but now it is my turn, and I can play if I let me just think about it. I can play for 2 Otto Octavius. If I do that, I can ready an upgrade and draw a card, and then I can easily play across the Spider-Verse. Yeah, this is the correct play. So I exhaust those 2, play Otto Octavius. Is this it is a response, all right. Then the response is after you play Spider-Man from your hand, this Spider-Man. Ready an upgrade you control. If that upgrade has attack trait, draw 1 card. So I ready this card. It has tech. I draw 1 card. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. All right. Now I drew a card. Then Spider Woman triggers after a web warrior ally, including this one, enters play. Deal 1 damage to an enemy. Did I use her ability when I played her? I don't even know, but it doesn't really matter. Now this card gets discarded, and because I just went after it, so to speak. I could use rapid deployment right now, but I would rather. But also I would want to play uppercut, but uppercut next turn just to get rid of the drone, and then yeah, okay. I am going to play Psychic Link now and Rapid Deployment in order to play across the Spider-Verse. For that, I am going to get, I only have 1 choice, I think, and that is Madame Web. I am going to play Madame Web. And because Madame Web came into play, she damages for 1. So we have 1 damage here on the advanced drone. Then Madame Web, I can look at the top X cards for of the enemy deck, of the encounter deck, and I can discard 1 card of them and put the rest in any order. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 web warriors. So let's just do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. So advanced. This is great. We don't want the advanced. So 1 advanced we discard. The other advanced we are using when he is attacking me. Yes, I think this is correct. Let's just think about it. What does this do? I can also let him attack me twice. So we could do it this way. But I don't want him to attack me twice because then he generates 2 drones. But I have to put them on the deck. All right. So what this do? Reveal the top card. Also this card is really not fun also. I also could let him attack me with under fire. So 1 at once I would get rid of this way for sure. Then the question is, do I want him to attack me with advance. Yeah, I think the right way to put it is that he attacks me first with advance. I'm not taking that much damage. It would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage, so I'd still block. Then he is attacking again because of this card. And this I am going to block with Madame Web. And then this will be the damage. It doesn't matter. All right, this is how it's going to go. All right, then Madame Web now thwarts for 2, 1, 2. And just for funsies, Spider-Man Links also thwarts for 1. So this is down to 1. All right. Then Spider-Woman, sorry, doesn't do anything because now she's only here to put out damage via allies that are being played again and again. So uppercut, do I need uppercut? It is nice to get rid of the advanced Ultron drone, but it is too expensive for that. So because of that, let's get rid of it. Yes. All right, let's draw 3 cards. Ah, this is good. Yes, maybe it is time. No, maybe I have time to thwart, but let him have his turn. He has 1. He is going to attack me. As I said, I am going to defend still. I just have to. He is attacking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 0. I'm still taking 1 damage. Then he is getting 1 encounter card, which reads that Ultron attacks you. Discard the top card of your deck for each damage dealt by this attack. Which actually might not be that bad for me if my deck is getting if I go through all my deck, because then I might be able to grab the good cards that I need. All right, now he is going to attack again. And as I said, he's going to attack Madame Web. And he is, as we already know, going to attack for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he's attacking for 9. And Ultron attacks you. Discard the top card of your deck for each damage dealt by this attack. So the damage dealt is not only damage dealt to me, but damage dealt at all. And he deals 9 damage. So all my deck gets put to discard pile. Then the next encounter card will get what do I want to say? The next corner card will be dealt to me right away, and it will be resolved. The only thing, let's just take another look. He attacks me, so Madame Web dies. Because of that, Madame Web will be in the deck also. And then the rest we already handled. All right, then we get another encounter card, which is called Class of Blast. Deal 1 damage to each friendly character, and this I dreaded. But well, that's how it is. We lose Spider-Woman and we lose Spider-Man. Well, but I think I had to risk it. Yeah, but this is how it happened. Good. Now, I am not that sure how good it looks actually. But we will see. All right, now it's my turn. What do we want to do? I have to get rid of some of them, because if I don't get rid of some of the drones, then he just thwarts for too much. Did I forget to put... Do I have to put 2 more threat here because I forgot to resolve the forced response here? Or did I put a drone here? I think I forgot it. And I would have put 2 here. I think that's the correct way. I'm not quite sure actually, but maybe, yeah, I think this is correct. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. You would get 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So no, this would this would how is it called? Advance. The main skill would advance for sure. This wouldn't be great, so we don't want it. This card would be great, but we can't afford it right now. The only thing I can afford is to play All Systems. The thing is, I would love to play All Systems Go. Yeah, I have to do it. I play All Systems Go, and I'm searching for the card that lets me restand. This is this card. I have to play it this turn also. Yes, and I have to restand myself. And I have to attack a drone. Oops. And well, I do again think that this will not that I will not be able to win again. But well, let's see. Maybe we will get the in German we would say die Kurve kriegen, so we get the turn, the corner. But it doesn't. I don't think that in English this is something you say. All right, then this is a terrible hand. Let's get 1 here, 2 additional. I just have to do it, and he attacks me with 1 more drone, and I have to defend. I just have to, because otherwise I would guaranteed be dead. He attacks for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage, so I get the 3, and they are attacking, and I am kaputt, as they say. Yeah, so that's it. Again, a loss. I would say again a little bit hard in the beginning, but I cannot just always blame the luck. Blame luck. But if bad luck repeats itself, I would say, then it's not luck, but it is the player. So I think I just have to learn to play with Spider better against Ultron. Well, but this is the last match, or this was the last match for today. But for how long did I stream? Can I actually see this? Let me just take a look. I don't know where I can see this, but it doesn't really matter. But I am curious, so I want to know it, but I don't know where I can see it. But there, 3 hours and 3 minutes. This is, I think, all right for a first stream. It wasn't that successful actually. The one viewer that right now is there wasn't there when I played against Rhino. Rhino really went well. Was easy. Then Claw. Claw was really another thing. It really went well until the unluckiest round ever happened. And this was very, very unlucky. Far more unlucky than what happened here against Ultron. But in Ultron, yeah, I think if I wouldn't always, every 3 matches have drawn this card completely early in the early game, while having an important upgrade in play, this time not so much as the round before that, because the round before that I had House Spider and it's just a deal breaker if I have to spend 3 resources for it, and then it just gets put down. That's not great. And this time, still, it would have been really good to have what's his face? I'm into the Spider-Verse, I think. The Web of blah 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 in Destiny. I want to know how it is called. It isn't important, but for me it is Web of Life in Destiny. If I would have this in play, then I would have drawn a lot more cards. And this could have helped as well, but not that much. But still, it's just not a great thing to happen. All right. With that being the case, I would say now is as good a time as any to end this stream. I know that I have a lot to learn just for streaming, but I think well, that's why I'm here. I'm just here to learn, and I hope still that you liked the stream and the video if you watched it, if you decided to watch it after the fact, so later on. Well, and now I'm just rambling, and because of that, I will end it here. And as always, I wish you a beautiful rest of your day, and yeah, take care. And now I'm only talking because I want to know